Steampunk Rally Fusion. What's the difference between this one and Steampunk Rally, and what we think of this one coming up.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella from Meeple University. Today we are excited to talk about Steampunk Rally Fusion, one of the games that we've played a few times actually, the original one, Steampunk Rally. So we're going to talk about briefly what Steampunk Rally is before what comes in this Steampunk Rally Fusion Atomic Edition and what we think of it. So Steampunk Rally is essentially, well, it is a racing game, but more than that, it is actually an engine building game where you start with a different asymmetric character, and each time you draft some cards, which gives you dice to roll and engine to build. And each time you roll that dice to try to power up, to try to reach the finish line first.
Yeah, that's fundamentally the game. It's strapping a contraption together and then trying to race it.
Yes, so now we're going to talk about what this Steampunk Rally Fusion edition comes with. So this is actually has got the basic game as well.
Yeah, so this new box replaces the base game because everything that is in the base game, all the original characters and cards and maps are in there. But then it's added a whole lot of extra modules and options and things that continue to give the game new directions that you can play in. So it's very cool. So these are essentially the components that are new and the mechanics that are new. So there are simply new things, new characters. Here they are. There's more than just these two. There's another, I think, 12 or 16 new historical scientists that you can play, and there's two new maps, Machu Picchu and Mars, and I've just got one tile from each of them there. They in their own rights have some new mechanics. So there's one where instead of taking damage you can give up a die from your dice pool, so easier to get away without damage. Gives you the flexibility to play a game that's either lean on dice but strong on reinforcements, or the other way around. Over here on Mars there's a bunch of canal spaces which require either one smooth movement or two rough movement to get into. So you've got to time your movement actions quite well there. Then of course there's new cards that go in, and a few of these have new mechanics. So there's an overcharge mechanic where you can get a general effect, but then discard the card to get a bonus effect on top of it. Boost effect, yeah. This one here, the high pressure boiler, essentially, it's like the original boiler. You spend fire dice to generate steam, but then you can essentially blow the boiler apart to get a little bit of movement.
It's quite thematic as well, isn't it?
Yep, there are some gear up effects. So effects where you've got a weaker effect, and then if you pay a certain number of cogs at the same time, you can get a bonus effect on top of it. We've got some nice metal cogs as well now instead of the cardboard, which is cool.
So cool. This easily can be taken out of a machine or watch or something like that. It's as if.
Yeah. There are events. So this is the Machu Picchu set. There's also a Mars set, and that will affect... It has the drafting effects on it, and this will affect players who are in certain spaces on the map. So like on Mars, if you end on a tripod space, you'll have to flip this card and resolve what happens. That could be universally bad. It could be something where you've got to discard a machine part, but you get some sort of bonus for it.
Like this one. Immediately draw a machine part or boost card from any deck and draft it.
Yep, so this one here is fully positive. So you've got a bit of a range to play with there. We've got the secret projects. So secret projects are a way that if you're not placing your dice onto your machine, you can place them onto your secret project in a run. So if you've got a 2 and a 3 and a 4 left, you could put them on here. You would
ascending order.
Yep, you would move up that many steps, and then eventually at some point in the game you flip your secret project and get the once-off effect for it. And there's a weak effect, a medium effect, and a strong effect, depending on how far up you've pushed it.
And these cards are different cards, so this is just one example. You can also get a boost or smooth movement, but each time you reset, so you collect again, but you don't lose the progression on the track. So it's really add something else there.
Yeah, so a lot of them are movement. This one here gives you a big influx of protection, so you can like drive over a bunch of mountains and then...
And dice as well, the red dice.
And then the namesake of the game is the fusion dice. So there'll be some effects in the game that give you these fusion dice. You roll them into your pool like any other. That was a good roll. They run between 4 and 9.
There you go.
And the difference with these ones is that they're wild in colour. You can place them anywhere, but you can never take that die off. So you've got a wild and possibly a very high number of pips. You can re-roll it with cogs like any other, but it is stuck there for the rest of the game, or until you jettison that piece of your...
So it could work well if you just assign it here, and then you'll discard this anyway, and then you just replace it with something else, for example.
Yeah, so all told, all of this stuff together adds a lot of different options, and I think what I quite like about it is it adds a lot of different... Are we on to the thoughts now? Yep, yes. I'm rolling straight into it.
Yeah.
It adds ways that different strategies in the game can have extra strength. So, there's always... We've played a few games, and it seems like in the base game, usually the best strategy is you build a big machine and combo a lot of things together. And the strategy where you're constantly jettisoning bits from your machine tends to weaken down towards the end. A lot of what comes in here, things like being able to put fusion dice on a machine part that you're going to throw away anyway, that gives an extra way to optimize to that strategy. And these overcharge ones let you optimize to that strategy by throwing those bits away. There's also some more parts in the game that give you bonuses, like this one here, the auto gyro. The number here is the number of parts in your invention. So if you've got a really small invention, you can get a lot of smooth movement out of a regular... Like if I've only got my cockpit and this left, 4 smooth movement all in one go.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. That's like, what's that? 9 smooth movement.
Yeah. You've got these let you... these give you a bonus if you're using a cog-heavy strategy. These secret projects give you a good bonus if you've got a lot of machine parts that give you dice, but not enough places to put them. So now you're putting them somewhere for a once-off bonus.
I used that last time when we played. I really enjoyed the smooth movement that I got from there. I got up to 8, I think, and I couldn't reach the rest.
Yeah.
That was good.
So I think, like many expansions, it adds so many other options that it makes certain elements of the game more forgiving, because you don't have to necessarily build everything at the same pace, because now there's more things you can do with it. But it didn't make the game feel less tight here. It actually made it, because it is a race to the finish line, for me it made it that much more explosive. Like, you've got so many options to have that one big turn. I like what Fusion brings to the game. I think it's a really good enhancement for Steampunk Rally.
Unlike the other expansions, sometimes you'll be like, that makes it a little bit easier, but this is easier in the sense that you can like do this one big movement to the finish line, which is really, really well.
Yeah, I think it suits the vibe of the game.
Yeah, I really enjoy it as well. I also did that. My secret project helped me with some smooth movement because I was struggling throughout the game. Because usually when you draft, this is what I would pick first, the smooth movement, because I didn't unless you start with it or you've got it. I feel like smooth movement is good. Unless mine was comboing with getting movement and then also getting the damage mitigation. So reinforcement, I think it's called. And then this new, what do you call it in the racer?
New characters,
scientists.
Inventors,
that's right. It's actually just gives you a lot of more options of what you can do. We actually do. Should we show the promo one, the extra one?
Yeah, there's also some promo characters that we got around the same time. These ones throw the rules around a little bit more crazy. Some of them are different sizes as well. So you've got Dr. Braun here.
Braun, like
Not,
look at, not Dr. Brown.
Not
Dr.
based on anything, I'm sure.
I mean, oh, that looks familiar.
Yep.
Yeah.
As does
Well,
this. As does this speedometer here. Looks a little bit familiar, but yeah, you've got.
Oh, that is amazing! I want to play with this.
Yeah. So what have we got here? Spending movements to get bonuses, and there's these ones come with a little bit more nuance in their rules, I guess. You've got this huge one here as well, Rube Goldberg.
That is amazing.
Got things punching for everything. So yeah, that's it fits the vibe of the game as well, because it's such a it's a light game, treating all these historical scientists as crazy racers. It was called the 2020 promo pack.
Oh yeah, there you go. So it comes with it. And for us, I don't know if you got that one. So this is actually really good.
Haven't played these characters, but
I can't wait. I think I want to get the DeLorean. Sorry. What else is in there, Tarrant?
We got Ignacy Łukasiewicz with a big big Derek powered thing. Yeah. We've got
we haven't played with those.
We have not played with
these
again.
Ones.
Looks like it has Monopoly houses in it.
Oh, nice. We got the red grin as well here.
Yes. This is this was Lizzie Maggie was the original designer of Monopoly, or the game that it came from. So you've got these little hotels to
that is amazing
to play with.
So you can actually look at the rule book of the background, the history of these each inventors.
Yep.
That was interesting. I played an artist, I think.
Yes, you played Hedy Lamarr.
Yeah, that was amazing. So yeah, I think it really brings because we played a few times, so having a new map is great addition with some new mechanics, and then this secret project is really good if I roll dice badly or something, and it you can still modify it with the cock as usual, and you just place it there in ascending order, and then you're just trying to build up this once of power in the game to do whatever it is behind that door, secret door, because everyone has got a different one.
Yeah, and I think so. Yeah, I certainly recommend this expansion, especially if you've played the base a lot. You do start to get the feel for what the good combos are after a while, and I like what this throws in.
So that's what we think. What do you think? Should you play? You decide for yourself. If you have any questions, please write in the comment section as usual. And it would help us if you hit this video like button for this video. It will help us. And subscribe to us if you haven't already done so. Or hit the Meeple in the corner. I'm also on social media like Instagram. So find me there and hopefully we can chat there. And hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!